I mean, I just remember, a group of reporters when we met Amit Shah recently in one of those events, and somebody had said, somebody had asked him this question, Aap Kumbh jayenge, and he corrected that person and said it's a Maha Kumbh and it comes only once in 144 years, and I will never miss it because, next lifetime, who's going to wait for that? And while the world knows him as a very practical administrator, somebody who's a politician, somebody who's a Chanakya of Indian politics, there is this side of him which is known to people who have practiced politics, and that is of his interest in Indian scriptures and Hindu scriptures and Hinduism, basically, somebody who understands, who is well-versed not just in scriptures but also, the understanding of the kind of importance that Indian civilization or Hinduism had in shaping of that world, ancient India, and also world during ancient times. He's also somebody who's a modern man who believes that, going to the Kumbh is not just paying respects to one's ancestors and to the kind of efforts that ancient Indians put in for the country to make it what it is today, but also to give a push to the modern form of the country that we live in. So that's why the digital Kumbh is also in place. And if you look at the people that he has met, the Shankaracharyas of Sringeri and also Puri and Dwarka, some of the oldest mutts in the country, including, Juna Akhada and Niranjani Akhada. Juna Akhada is one of the oldest akhadas in the country. It has, it goes beyond 9th century, and he's also somebody who started his meetings meeting of Deshanand Giriji, somebody who's very instrumental in working of the akhada, streamlining of the way Hindu monks and various akhadas work in this country. So he's planned it out very well, and of course that dip is going to be the highlight of this, because that's where that's what Prayagraj is famous for, the famous Sangam of Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati, something that's that's considered very sacred to the life of Hindus. So this is the Home Minister trying to give his boost to the Maha Kumbh of 2025, and also this is a question of personal faith and conviction for him.
Absolutely, and the essence of Maha Kumbh itself is, like you mentioned, absolving oneself of sins and attaining moksha. So it is one of the utmost important sort of events that would take place as far as Hinduism is concerned. And this, of course, comes at a time when the Uttar Pradesh government has again been going all out in terms of infrastructure development for to ensure that Maha Kumbh takes place smoothly as well, Vasudha.
Absolutely, Tanima, and most importantly, all of this is happening in Prayagraj, and we all know that Prayagraj, while it is considered amongst the ancient cities, it was also the center for judiciary. Allahabad High Court was there. It was also the center for, Allahabad University is one of the oldest that we have. So clearly, this is the perfect spot where, ancient meets the modern, and that's what I think the government is also trying to push here, while UP government has also been trying to make it about one district, one product, and also boost tourism. It is also ensuring that the ancient ethos of Kumbh, to represent the ancient form of Hinduism, the purest form of Hinduism, without its ills, is probably the most important thing that the government is trying to do, which is why it has made sure that pilgrims who come there, devotees who come there, don't have to face any, logistical hassles. It's also winter that's going on. So that's, there's a lot of emphasis on ensuring logistics, ensuring that the arrangements and amenities are up to the mark, because we've also, Maria was also talking about the kind of tourism potential that it has, the kind of delegations that have been coming in. So this is a marker of UP's own performance as a government. Yogi Adityanath is seen as an able administrator, with law and order being one of its plus points. And Amit Shah, the Home Minister, is also seen as, somebody who not just understands the BJP's ideology, but is a practical man, but also someone who is deeply well-versed in what Hinduism talks about and how it wants to reflect itself in the world. So this is, I think, the government coming together to show that one picture of UP.
Absolutely, and like you mentioned, Vasudha, it's also a message of unity that's being sent as far as religious organizations are concerned, because the Home Minister is meeting with, like you said, Shankaracharyas from various mutts, from Puri, Dwarka, Sringeri as well. He's also met with other saints as well, and this is sort of an ode to the contribution that they make to the Hinduism and propagating it.
Absolutely, Tanima. Even when the Ram Mandir board was being formed, they made it very clear that the seers will have a very important role to play, which is why several seers and saints were given a place in that very prestigious board that decided the kind of temples that would be built to honor Lord Ram, and the kind of Pran Pratishtha would be sort of put in place. So clearly, the BJP and which is led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and also someone like Home Minister Amit Shah, who has actually who knows UP like the back of his hand. He's been the General Secretary of in charge of UP in 2014. Somebody who understands that UP is very critical for the BJP's expansion and also for its maintenance of power. So I think this is very important, this is also there, the kind of importance that they hold for UP, which is reflected in not just Rajnath Singh coming to Kumbh in the first week, but also Amit Shah now, and then, of course, the Prime Minister. But this is also the BJP in some ways making it clear that this is a question of astha, faith, conviction, and that there can be nothing more than Maha Kumbh 2025. And this is about seeking the blessings of their seers and making sure that the right optics are put in place, and also ensuring that they get blessings, because this is considered very, very crucial for the life of Hindus.
Absolutely.